you're ready.
Okay. Shortly before 10 o'clock last night, staff removed a 47-year-old man from the Ivanhoe pub in the 1000 block of Main Street. The information we have at this time is that he left the bar without incident, and after being ejected, an altercation took place. Investigators are still trying to determine what exactly took place, how things played out, and who may have had a role in this death, and what their role may have been. It's still really early on in the investigation. We're only about 12 hours into the case here. Our investigators do have a 50-year-old Coquitlam resident in custody, and they are speaking with him. I want to make it clear, though, that the cause of death in this homicide has not been determined. And while it is being treated as a homicide, it's still not, we're still not 100% clear on whether this is an accidental homicide, what intent, if any, individuals had in the death of this man. We're asking anyone who witnessed the incident or who has information that they have not shared with police to call our homicide investigators at 604-717-2500 or Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477. And I'll be happy to try and answer some of your questions.
Is that where the body was found again? Sorry.
It was in the 1000 block of Main Street. So it was outside on the street.
And sorry, just to clarify, the fight happened inside?
No, and we're not even sure if it's a fight that occurred. We know that there was an altercation of some sort. When this 47-year-old man was asked to leave the bar and removed from the bar, our understanding at this time is that he left without incident, and that the altercation happened after he was removed from the bar.
And the person who was arrested, no charges, of course, do they know each other?
There's no indication to suggest that there's any sort of relationship or that they know each other, no.
And the deceased, is he from Coquitlam too? Or
He's from Vancouver.
What can you tell us about him?
I can't tell you a lot. He is someone that is known to us for some things, but nothing that would indicate in his past or his police contacts that would be relevant into this incident. There's nothing that would suggest that his past played any sort of part in his death.
How about the suspect? Is known to the police?
Again, he is known to us, but his involvement with the police goes back many years. There's nothing recent, and again, nothing that would indicate to us that he has a violent past at all, or nothing that would indicate that his past is relevant to the death here.
I'm assuming an autopsy hasn't been done, so we don't know if there's drugs in it or alcohol or whatever.
Right, and when I say that we haven't determined the cause of death, that part of that will be determined through the initial autopsy. Toxicology, of course, will be done, but that will take some time as well. So until we determine the exact cause of death, we won't know for sure the details of why this man died. We know, again, we're treating it as a homicide, but we don't know if this homicide is accidental, whether there's any intent to have caused this man's death, and those will be questions that our investigators will have to answer over the days and weeks to come.
And the man arrested, will he eventually get charged, or is this pending? Or?
It's going to depend on the evidence that our investigators find. When speaking with him and with other witnesses, and we're hoping that we can speak with several witnesses, we'll be canvassing for video. Hopefully we'll be able to look at all the evidence and make a determination on whether or not charges are appropriate here.